So I'm live with it. Yes, I am live with it. Haven't been live in a nice little while. I'm going live tonight. Yes, and I'm happy to be live on TV. That's right. Because I feel like TV is your phone now. I remember when I was younger, I wanted a big screen TV. I wanted a big screen TV so bad. And one of my goals, I wrote down a lot of my goals, and one of my goals was to get a big screen TV. You know what I'm saying? You remember that song that Biggie Smalls had? A 50-inch screen, money green on your sofa. Got two rides, in limousine with a chauffeur. Yes, but now big screens don't mean nothing now because everybody's big screen is a small screen. It's the actual telephone. That's right. It's your phone. A phone. We do everything on a phone now. Everything is digital. Everything is phone. Instagram. I don't even watch TV no more. I got rid of cable. I actually got rid of cable because I don't even need cable because I'm always on my phone. I remember one day, I remember I was thinking about investing in one of those phones at the phone booth. Thank God I didn't though, because it's right at the time when cell phones started to boom. I remember it was once upon a time that cell phones. I remember once upon a time cell phones. If you had a cell phone and you were walking up the street with it, we'd be like, man, this guy is perpetrating. You know what I'm saying? That was the word back then, perpetrating. But now you can have a cell phone and be on a bus, and it ain't no perpetrating. It's just a way of life now. You know, it's just so normal now. Phones are normal. We do everything now on the phone. That's right, on the phone. So thank God I'm not living in the old school days, and because a lot of old school is just old school. They like, man, I don't do nothing on social media. I don't even got a YouTube channel. I don't got no social media, no Instagram, Twitter, none of that. And I thank God that I actually got involved with something like that. And in my field, the field that I'm in, the boxing field, as a former champion or ex champion or whatever you want to call it, I have a brand. And in building my brand and to continue to reach for the stars or stay at the top, I have to keep my brand going. And one way of keeping my brand going is to be on social media. So you can find me on Twitter at K9 Boxing. Yes, and I'm verified on Twitter. Now it's crazy that I'm verified on Twitter, but I'm not verified on Instagram. I don't know what it is and why they not verifying me or whatever, but oh well. You know I'm the champ. I will always be the champ no matter what. Now, what I do like about being a boxer, and you can be an amateur boxer, is that they call you champ, even if you haven't won a belt. So all fighters get respect. Now, calling a fighter a bum, to me, it's a figure of speech. Like if you're the B side and I'm the A side, and you have a terrible record, a losing record, they'll call you a bum. They'll call you a bum. And I kind of understand it. I don't mean you a bum like off the streets begging for nothing. You just coming in as the B side, really without a chance to win. They called you on the last minute. You get knocked out, so they consider you a bum. But to call somebody that's a former champion a bum because he lost a fight, or maybe he got stopped, knocked out, that don't mean he's a bum. How are you a bum and you a former world champion? You just didn't have a good day that day. You know what I'm saying? So it happens that way. So it is what it is. But like I say, I'm happy that we're on YouTube tonight. That's right. 78 Sports. What's up, bro? I see you. I see you. I'm trying to be like you, big bro. 78 Sports in the building. My dog. That's right. Yeah. LeVar. What's up, my brody? Sawan. I know you, bro. I know Sawan. What's up, though? Roof. Mook. What's up, Mook? Jared. What's up, Jared? Big Red. What's happening, man? You all right? Lomachenko. Woo! That's a good fight. I can't wait. And it's on ESPN. Like I said, I call that free TV because if you got the basics And you know the basics. You know you don't have to pay $72 like the Charlo fight. And how many of y'all ordered the Charlo fight? Who ordered the Charlo fight? I didn't order the Charlo fight. I wasn't hating. It's just that in the moments in the pandemic that we in right now, hey, that $72 could go on my new baby. You know, I got a new baby. My baby just actually born. My baby 2 months. Them could be diapers. You know what I'm saying? Them could be pacifiers. It can, it could be a little baby, another baby crib. It could be some everything. So you have to spend your money wisely when you're not the current champ. So the money ain't coming like it used to come. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm still doing all right. You know what I mean? But to be just spending your money just on anything and everything, just not gonna happen now. But Timothy, what's up, Tim? Tim, dog. Hey, you fight the same day I fight. That's right. I haven't went nowhere. I am still boxing. Now, how can you say when a person should retire? And how can you say, when a person should start boxing? I mean, how young is too young to be a boxer? And how old is too old to be a boxer? Now, ain't nobody say nothing about Mike Tyson and Roy Jones about the fight. Even though it's an exhibition, we all know that Mike Tyson is going to try to kill Roy Jones. That's right. He's going to try to kill him. But ain't nobody talking about some Mike Tyson too old or Roy Jones too old. No, they want to see the fight. And we talking about these men. I was going to say these boys, but I don't want nobody to be offended. These men, these boys, these cats, these dogs, they about to be fighting in the 50s. That's right. So that really gave me a lot of desire, even though I never did retire. I never did say I retired, to get back in the ring. So I will be fighting November the 7th in Florida. And somebody's going to get that work. Yes, indeed. Yes, somebody going to get that work. And of course, I'm not bringing in no world beater. I'm not trying to fight the #1 contender or the champ of the world. No, I'm just going to bring in an opponent. That's called smart business. You got to bring in someone that you supposed to beat. And if you happen to not beat that person at the age of 47, game over. Retire. So I'm taking this fight serious. Saturday, I ran 9 miles. That's right. At the age of 47. I started boxing late. So my legs, my arms, my hands, all my faculties are good and intact. Am I fighting for the money because I blew my money? No. I'm fighting, really, to be honest with you, because I want to keep the brand going, and I want to at least get to 40 wins before I retire. So I'm 36-6. So I want to be 40-6-1. So when I say I'm 46-1, it sounds like I'm 46-1. You get it? 46-1, even though I will be 46-1. That's right, at K9 Boxing. Yeah, so I see Rodriguez. Yeah, Rodriguez, I see you out here, Brody. Yeah, Angie. Everybody that's on a live with me tonight. I appreciate you, for sure. All right. What, somebody think I got a girl? No, I got a boy. I had a little boy, and one daughter. Like this guy, when I was different for everyone, I started fighting at 39 year ago, champ. Oh, you started boxing at 39 years old? Woo! Hey, kudos to you, you know what I mean? I started boxing at 18. And I won my first world title at 37. Lost the title and won a world title back at 41. So I did a video. Make sure y'all go check out that video. Once a champ, always a champ. And when you become a world champion and you win your belts, you never lose your belt. Just because the person take your title in the dressing room and they show it on TV, they don't show when he gives you your belt back. Or they didn't show when my wife went and got my belt back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so once a champ, always a champ. My belts are actually right around the corner from me right now. That's right. I still have them. So check out that video. Once a champ, always a champ at K9 Boxing. So, I see, Let's Go Champ. That's right. Speaking of Let's Go Champ, I got to have my man Shannon Briggs on the show again. Let's go, champ. He made that famous though, didn't he? For real. You patted me at the Crunk gym, still use those skills. Oh, I gave you some pad work at Crunks, and you say you still use those skills? That's good. That's right. At the original Crunk, I gave you pad work, right? That just lets you know that I'm gonna be a good trainer. So my life after being a professional boxer, it's gonna still be good. It's gonna actually be probably even better than it was when I was actually currently boxing at the highest level. So as a trainer, I think I'm gonna be actually even better as a trainer than a world champion. Now, am I going to produce world champions? I hope so, because boxing is a lot of politics. It's a lot of politics involved, and when you in a city like Detroit, like a city where the poverty is real bad, they don't give you the same opportunities as they do in a city like California, in a city like New York, in a city like Vegas, because you got a lot of the rich people are out there. And unfortunately, a lot of the poorer people are in the city of Detroit. That's why I miss my dog. That's right. I miss my dog, Emmanuel Stewart, because he would go and get that money and bring it back to the inner city. That's why Detroit was at the top for so long, because of brothers like Emmanuel Stewart. He would bring that good work in, so he would give people opportunities, a lot of fighters opportunities to be able to get paid and gain a lot of experience, because people knew Emmanuel Stewart knew his stuff. So if they lost their title, they would have Emmanuel Stewart as their trainer, hire Emmanuel Stewart as a trainer, and start boxing at Crunks. Or some of the fighters that fought for Emmanuel or was a part of Crunks, they would go out to the fights and become sparring partners and get on the show. Like, that's when I got on my first big show. The first time I ever flew on an airplane was on the Mike Tyson versus Lennox Lewis undercard. That's right, the Mike Tyson, Lennox Lewis undercard. And guess who else was on that card? Not only was Jeff Lacey on that card, Manny Pacquiao was on that card too. So it was a real big card. That was the first time that Showtime and HBO actually did business together. That was the very first big pay-per-view card. It was the biggest pay-per-view card before the Manny Pacquiao Floyd Mayweather fight. The second biggest pay-per-view undercard or card was Floyd Mayweather and Conor McGregor. And still, to today, the third biggest pay-per-view card was Mike Tyson versus Lennox Lewis, the fight that your dog was on. Yeah, at K9 Boxing. So patted me at Crunk, you still use those skills. 5 things I take to be a world champion. Oh yeah, that's right. Go check out that video too. 5 things it take to become a world champion. That's right, Tim. And I hope you paying attention. That's for real. Yeah, we had a great day for me. Learned a lot today. Appreciate you. I went to the meeting you were holding and helped the youth in your city. I am in Vegas and was out there for a week. Okay. Keith Brothers, what up, champ? What's up, Tyson? Clark versus K9. Pete, what's happening? That's right. I gave Clark that work. Hey, don't bark if you can't bite. The first should be last and the last should be first. That's right. Tyson versus Tyson. What's up, Tyson? What's up, Keith? One love, man. For real. Yeah, just chilling, man. Just chilling. Trying to be the best I could be. I'm trying to be champ again. If not, I'm going to let my son take over. That's right. My son, he's 19 years old with 50 plus amateur fights. And he done won belt after belt after belt. So I'm just passing all this knowledge to him, just like Roger Mayweather did for Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd Sr. did to Floyd Mayweather Jr. So I feel like the best fighters are actually the fighters that have someone that's a world champion leading them, like their father or a cousin. You got to pass that knowledge down. And far as commentators, I feel like how the NBA is doing. The NBA, they always hiring the former NBA players. Who gonna know the basketball game better than a person that played basketball? So hiring the former NBA basketball players is good. And I like the fact that HBO was doing the same thing. They hired Roy Jones. Roy Jones, one of the best fighters to ever put on a pair of gloves. They hired George Foreman. That's right. They hired Emmanuel Stewart. Even though Emmanuel Stewart never turned pro, Emmanuel Stewart used to box. He won the Golden Gloves when it was very, very hard to win the Golden Gloves in those days because everybody and their daddy and cousin and uncle wanted to be a boxer. That's when boxing was the highlight of all sports. And all the basketball players wanted to be boxers. But then, basketball took off. And then everybody wanted to be a basketball player. But now that the heavyweight division is back on fire, now you get a lot of the heavyweights or a lot of the guys that could go to the NBA actually trying to be a boxer. Could you imagine if LeBron James decided to be a boxer or Shaquille O'Neal? Now, I'm not saying that they would have became world champion, but wow, the heavyweight division would be on fire. I'm talking about fire. I remember when Ed Too Tall Jones, that's right, Ed Too Tall Jones, tried to be a boxer. He thought, I guess, because he was big, he was a football player, he could hit hard on a football field. But when he got in that ring, he got hit hard, and he realized that, hey, just because you got muscles don't mean you're going to be a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? Don't bark if you can't bite. At K9 Boxing. Tyson, that's right. LeVar Pete, what's up, though? Yeah, I did actually watch the Charlo fight this weekend. The Charlo brothers did a great job. I got to give it to them. I will take my hat off, but tomorrow's a haircut day, so we ain't going to do that. But the Charlo brothers actually did real good. I just, not throwing no shade at nobody, but to get knocked out with a body shot the way his opponent did, the Rosario guy, it just looked like it was a fixed fight. It looked like somebody, gave him some money after the 6th or 7th round and told him, look, bro, you know what I'm saying, don't mess that money up. They might have bet, like me and my wife was talking about, they might have had a big bet on Charlo. And even though Charlo looked like he was getting the best of Rosario before he knocked him out, I don't know if he was Cuban or what, but Rosario was tough, man. Hey, look, he wasn't going out without a fight. You don't go out there and win all the belts and be a bum. And people talking about, well, it was a hard body shot. Yeah, it was a hard body shot. Go look at when Oscar De La Hoya got caught with that body shot against, I believe it was Roy Jones or was it Bernard Hopkins? Against Bernard Hopkins. Bernard Hopkins hit him with a hard body shot. And I guarantee you that Bernard Hopkins hit Oscar De La Hoya harder than Charlo hit Rosario. Remember, Rosario got hit with a jab to the stomach. Jabs can hurt, but it's not going to be harder than an overhand right. It's not going to be harder than a hook to the body. You know what I mean? So I just feel like it was some doo-doo in the game, and it's just my opinion. No shade. I'm not hating. I mean, I fought one of the Charlo brothers, and I lost the fight. Okay, but I'm still winning because I took that money and I invested. So I'm still winning. I'm not hating on nobody. I wish them the best. Especially if a guy beat me in the ring, I want him to continue to be the best. I want him to be the greatest ever. So people be like, man, you fought Charlo? Or, man, you fought Muhammad Ali? So, when I speak from the heart, and I try to be as real as I can. I don't really want to talk no shade, no bad, no bad on no one. But if I see something I believe is suspect, I'm gonna keep it 100. My name is K9. You know what I'm saying? I'm a dog, and that's me. I'm gonna give it what I give it. I'm gonna tell the truth about whatever I'm telling the truth about, and that's real. Yeah. Somebody said Hopkins, right? Yeah, but you spelled it wrong, Pete. But you right though, Hopkins. That's right. Hey, Skeet. What up, though? Who is Siski? Hey, man, right. Hey, Wick. What's up, champ? You all right? So I'm good, man. I'm good, bro. I'm just, man, trying to talk to my peoples, trying to break down a little boxing, you know what I'm saying? Talk about what I feel. It's champ talk. So champ just talking about what I'm feeling, how I feel. Now, can y'all tell me who y'all think will win, like I say, between Mike Tyson and Tyson Fury? I wonder if the old school fought against the new school, who would win? Who would win a fight between Marvin Hagler and, let's say, Jamal Charlo? Who would win that fight? I mean, I'm not saying that Jamal Charlo has earned the right to be able to even be compared to a Marvin Hagler, but he hasn't never lost. He's a strong young man. He's fighting on pay-per-view. It's a new day and era. Could he have did good against Marvin Hagler? What would Jamal Charlo have done against a Roy Jones? I mean, just bringing up Roy Jones and Jamal Charlo, or bringing up Bernard Hopkins, Jamal Charlo, or Marvin Hagler, Jamal Charlo. I know that majority of the people right now that's YouTube live with me gonna say, man, Roy Jones all day. How could you disrespect Roy Jones or Marvin Hagler or Bernard Hopkins? But styles make fights. And a lot of these athletes nowadays are more athletic than the fighters of yesterday because we have more technology. The technology that we have now is advancing these athletes, and the research from science. You get a chance to find out how the genes are working, and it's more personal training going on now. So fighters are actually, they're working different. It's not just calisthenics anymore. It's all kind of machines to make this muscle jump this way, to make the heart beat a certain kind of way. It's just, technology is just expanding. It's getting better and better. I mean, things are getting greater and greater. I would say that the fighters today are a lot stronger, a lot more naturally stronger, and the reason why is because of guys like Roy Jones, and because they paved the way and they genes. The fighters today are getting the genes from the fighters of yesterday. I mean, and that's just real talk. At K9 Boxing. Yep. So Samuel Lara is the best. You say, okay, old school. Oh yeah, old school. Old school is the best. If it wasn't for old school, it would be no new school. Mike Tyson paved the way for Roy Jones. Roy Jones and Mike Tyson paved the way for Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather would not have made $400 million if it wasn't for Roger Mayweather. If it wasn't for Oscar De La Hoya. If it wasn't for Julio Cesar Chavez. Old school all day. But I'm not going to knock new school because I'm a part of both eras. I'm 47 years old. I'm a part of old school and new school. Check out the video I just put up. I just posted when I was sparring against Tommy Hearns. And don't forget to like and share the video at K9 Boxing. Now, Charlo versus Demetrius Andre would be a good fight. But one thing that I really don't like about Boo Boo, that's right, Demetrius Andre, is that he don't fight enough. He has all the skills, but he always end up kind of like myself. I'm kind of like myself. I don't want to be a hypocrite, but he fights every blue moon. And I would just like to see him more active. I think a more active Demetrius Andre can beat anybody in the middleweight division. I would definitely love to see him and Charlo. That would have been a better fight on pay-per-view. Demetrius Andres versus Jamal Charlo. That would have been a great fight. Versus, the guy that he fought. He was a good fighter. Don't get me wrong, he was a good fighter, but I just think he took a lot of punishment when he fought Triple G and Daniel Jacobs, and having over 300 some amateur fights. I just think that took it out of him. Okay, Simon from Gold's Gym. What's up, bro? I'll be at Gold's Gym a few days. In a few days, I'll be at Gold's Gym. I'll be up there, putting that work in. I'm going to have to start vlogging because I got a fight coming up November 7th. So I'm going to have to do less training other people and more training for my fight. I'm telling you, you can't take nobody light. Anybody can get it. Like Adrian Broner would say, the can man. Anybody can get it. Africans, Mexicans, Dominicans. For sure. Yeah. Though the contender is actually supposed to come back, and the host of the show is supposed to be Tyson Fury, and it's supposed to be over in United Kingdom. So the contender is supposed to come back. I would love to just do a contender reunion. I think that would be actually excellent to be able to see what the fighters from my season and even season 1 are doing today. Because, unfortunately, a couple of fighters from the contender on a series I was on are not doing good. I think at least 3 of them. Bravo. Yeah, Bravo. I heard he's doing a lot of drinking. Since the fight he had with me and the fight he had with Andre Berto, I mean, I think he took it pretty bad. And it could have messed his brain up. Too many hits to the head, it's not good for you. Go look at that video I did about Jermaine Taylor. It was sad. I'm trying to figure out, what did I name that video? About Jermaine Taylor? Yeah, yeah. The fall, I think it's the fall, the ups and downs of Jermaine Taylor. Just go look at it though. Yeah, the rise and fall of Jermaine Taylor. Yeah, but yeah, Jeff, Jeff from the Contender on our show got hit by a train. Not even here anymore. Um, yes, and yeah. And my man's what's his name? I can't think of his name. Um, but he was a hater, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, he broke his neck. He got his neck broke, you know what I mean? On the Contender. He's on the Contender. He's on the Contender. And, man, so like I say, a lot of people are, I just saw Clark recently too. Clark is actually doing cool. You know, he's all right. You know what I mean? And Grady doing good. My man Fred doing good. Freddie Currio, you know, Vin Ray doing good. And my dog Dre doing good. So, you know, and of course, K9 is still in the house. Your dog is still doing good, you know. And I just had a baby, man. My baby, I'm just so happy to have another one. And his name is Noah. And when he was born, do you know it rained 3 days and 3 nights? That's right, Noah. And it flooded in my basement. It flooded. So his name was predestinated for him to be Noah. Great name that God, I believe, told my wife to name him Noah. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, Brewer had 11 losses. That's right. So, you know, when you lose so many fights in boxing, they just throw you away and you a bum and the fans will give up on you. Some of the fans in the boxing game are some of the most unloyal fans in the world. I believe that the UFC got the best fans in the world because you can go out there and lose 30 fights and they'll still support you. Yeah, dude, that's my guy. But if you lose 1 or 2 fights, it's over with in a boxing game. Floyd made sure he stayed undefeated because if he'd have lost one fight, he would have never been the same. They wouldn't allow him to be the same. So he made sure that he became an undefeated fighter. He stayed undefeated, retired undefeated. Man, a lot of people went to a Muhammad Ali fight just because he talked so much just to see him lose. Boxing fans are not loyal. But I'm not going to say majority. I'm going to say some of them, probably 30% or less, are not loyal. When it comes to the MMA fans, UFC fans are loyal. You can lose 100,000 fights today. That's my guy. Man, that's my guy. I mean, and it is what it is. For real. Oh, yeah, thanks, Rob. Thanks, child. That's right. Yeah. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Hit the like button, man. We out here kicking it. We talking. I responding. Hit the like button. At K9 Boxing, my dog. Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Listen, you talking about did I have the skill? I don't know if you're saying, do I have the skills to fight Floyd? Yes. Let me tell you, styles make fights. And I would have beat Floyd Mayweather. When I saw Floyd Mayweather after I knocked out Corey Spinks, I walked out the ring. And I walked up to Floyd. And I said, Floyd, what's up? And he was like, turned his head and gave me the Heisman Trophy hand out. Yes, he put his hand out like I'm straight. I was eating dinner with my wife. And we was at the table, me and my team. And Floyd came in because he was having dinner with Don King. He walked straight through, didn't look at me, didn't say nothing. Now, this the same guy. I'm going to rewind this. This the same guy that when he saw me on the Contender, and I went down there when he was promoting a fight at Joe Louis Arena, I saw him and Oscar there. So I went down there to see what they was going to talk about and see what's going on. I wanted to be a part of the hype. So I went and sat in the front row. And Floyd told me, K9, I seen the power. So when he said, K9, I seen the power, I should have known that he would never give me an opportunity to fight him. Even though I was a world champion, he was the world champ at the same time. He had the WBC belt. I had the IBF belt. He was not going to take a chance with me. He told me he seen the power. So there you go. I should have did like the old school guys did. I should have did like Shannon Briggs, hashtag, let's go champ. I should have followed him everywhere. I should have went to Vegas with the belt, went to the Mayweather gym, was like, man, what Floyd at? I'm going to knock his head off. I should have talked. I should have brought my way to that fight. And maybe, I could have got that fight. But it is what it is. I ain't knocking him for it. Why take in my case or your case, his case, a high risk, low reward? Because I don't have a country behind me. You know what I mean? Average brother from my hood, from any hood, when it comes to you about to fight and cats, they gonna be like, bro, let me get a ticket. You know what I'm saying? I know you're gonna look out for your mans. But the people from Mexico and the Mexican fighters, they gonna say, they gonna be there. And they gonna pay. If they gotta swim to go see their people and pay, they gonna support them. And we gotta support each other. Blacks supposed to support blacks, like they say Black Lives Matter. The Mexicans gotta support the Mexicans because they lives matter. The whites gotta support the whites, they lives matter. We gotta support each other. Because at the end of the day, as the song they had a long time ago, we all in the same game. That's right. We all the same game. And we all got the same blood, which is red. Exactly. So I understand what's going on in this world right now. Hey, listen, it is what it is. But I'm just going to stay out the way. And I'm going to keep God first. Hashtag Jesus for life. And I know everyone knows him. And I hear you can't not scared to walk. That's right. K9 is not scared to walk in no gym. I ain't scared to go to no gym. That's right. Or no block. You know what I'm saying? I ain't scared of nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now, to be honest with you, when it comes to them mices, you know what I'm saying? I'm like an elephant. I don't mess with them little things right there. I take on the big ones. But little ones, I don't mess with them. Little chihuahua, they scary. You know what I'm saying? You don't get your knucklehead. Absolutely glad that you beat Walter. Yeah. Oh, Walter was a good fight. Now, the Steve Forbes fight that I lost on the Contender, I actually believe I won. That's right. I believe I won that fight. Now, if you're going to give me a loss on my record, the Walter Wright fight would be the loss that I would accept because that was a close fight. But when I fought Steve Forbes, they edited it a certain kind of way that it seemed like, he kind of did better probably than he did. And I'm not hating on him. He's a cool dude. But it is what it is. I believe I won that fight. And the amateurs, it's about scoring points. The pity pats, they mean a lot in the amateur boxing. But in a pro game, them little pity pats ain't nothing. You can hit me with 10 pity pats. I can hit you with one hard right hand and shake you and make your knees bobble or wobble. Guess what? I won that round. So the hard shots are more you get more points for that in a pro game than you do in an amateur game. See, I hit you with a hard shot in the amateurs, and you hit me with 10 shots, you win that round. If I hit you with a hard shot in a pro game and you hit me with 4 or 5 amateur shots, you don't win that round. I do. So I feel like I won that fight. I feel like that my record should be, I'm 36, 6-1. I should be 39, 3-1. That's right. Three losses, I take. Even though those was questionable fights, and I should have made a better decision, like fighting against the Joel Julio. I took the fight on a 3-week notice and lost 36 pounds. That's right. Let me rewind that. I took the fight on a 3-week notice and lost 36 pounds. That's right. So I lost that fight before the bell went ding ding. When I fought Jamal Charlo, I go sparring with Anthony Durrell and got hit with the hardest body shot that I ever got hit with in my life, and I believe my ribs were fractured. But I didn't go to the doctor because I didn't want them to tell me I wasn't going to fight because I had already got cut, and the IBF were kind of asking me like, we need to see a doctor's excuse. So I felt like if I turned that fight down or if I postponed it, I was going to get stripped. So I took a chance on fighting Jamal Charlo with a bruised rib, a fractured rib. I was messed up. By the time I got to the fight, I was a little better, but in training camp, I was terrible. I had to wear a rib protector with a sponge, and the sponge that I had, I cut out a pillow and put that sponge inside the rib protector to protect my ribs when I was sparring. And I had to wear a Mexican headgear that I wasn't able to see out of in my sparring session, so I had a terrible training camp. So in that fight, I lost. I lost that in the training camp. I lost that fight before I got in the ring. And Grady Brewer fight is a fight that I believe I won, but they gave it to him. It was a close fight. At least it should have been a draw. You know what I mean? It should have been a draw, but they gave it to him. I told the Contenders I didn't want that fight because he had fell off and I passed him up even though he wanted Contender. I was the fan favorite, but they convinced me to take the fight. You know, they kind of they said all this and that, this. I took it. I shouldn't have took it. I was cool with them. The money wasn't right, but I took the fight. I shouldn't have did that, but I did and got a loss. I should have did it. Like I say, Steve Ford's fight, I believe I won that fight. Who else? Who else I lost to? Can't think of what 6 losses. I can't even think of all the 6 losses. Like who? Ishe Smith. Oh, Ishe Smith fight. I believe I won that fight too. Me and Ishe Smith are cool now. So you know, I don't want to blaze them, but I definitely believe it. If you're the champ of the world and a fight is in your hometown, let me rewind that. If you're the champ of the world and a fight is in your hometown and it goes to a decision, the winner is the champ because you are the champ. You got to take it from the champ. Go look at when I won my world titles. Both times I took the belt from the champ. Corey Spinks, I stopped him. I took his title in St. Louis. Carlos Molina, I went out there and dropped him, 2-3 times and almost finished him. That's right, I beat the brakes off him. I went and took his title. But when Ishe fought me in Detroit, which was the Mayweather show, man, I won that fight. I'm the champ of the world. It was an ugly fight. But, you know, God worked in mysterious ways because he ended up becoming the first ever world champion out of Vegas. And I'm happy for him. You know what I mean? I'm not even upset about that. Because, like I said, we cool now. And it allowed me to become a 2-time world champion. And right now, I'm the oldest world champion in junior middleweight history. So if it wasn't for that loss, which was a win, I wouldn't be the oldest world champion in junior middleweight history. So I'm good. You know what I mean? At K-Down Boxing. The bad blood. Oh, yeah, the bad blood. It was bad blood, man. Walter was messing with me on the Contender before the show even actually started. When we was trying to be on the show because they had to see us and talk to us and interview us to be, you know, for them to select us so we would know who was going to be on the show. Walter, we were on a little bus, and Walter was throwing like little pieces of paper at me, and I was wondering who that was. And he was, I think, was trying to size me up. But I had already knew who it was and told him whoever did that gonna feel me. That's right, no homo when we fight. And guess what? He felt the pain. That's right. I come to bring the pain hardcore to the brain. Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. Yep. So you know, thanks for all the boxing videos and appreciate it. Then anywhere might get it Floyd Mayweather and call and guess. Hey, you know what? I don't know if I can get Floyd on my podcast because he done disrespected my wife. So I done kind of blazed him so many times on social media. So he probably ain't gonna mess with me when it comes to that. But who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Real recognize real, and it is what it is. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I got video too. Yeah. Yeah. What about it? Want me to show it? Oh yeah. I don't know if y'all can see this, but I'm gonna show y'all that in a Charlo fight. Look what I had on during the Charlo fight. Can y'all see that? Can they see the screen? Why? Can you see it? Huh? Okay, y'all see that? That's a lot of padding I had on. That's what I was getting ready for the fight against Charlo because my ribs were, man, fractured. My ribs were terrible. I just wanted y'all to see that. Yeah, I just wanted y'all to see that. So I don't want y'all to think that I'm making up excuses. No, I'm not making up no excuses. You know, he won fair and square because I should have postponed the fight. I should have said, forget about if the IBF going to try to strip me or whatever. I should have said, forget all that, you know? And then they paid me real good, too, though. So it's like, man, if that's wrong, get stripped, then I'm going to have to fight for the belt back. They're going to pay me less money. Oh, man, I just didn't want my belt to get away at the age of 41 years old, you know? I said, man, they ain't playing no games. And then, you know, Jamal Charlo, he got Al Heyman in his corner, and Al Heyman is throwing all the shows. He actually keep boxing going. I'm telling you, he done did a lot for boxing, but I didn't want to go against that, man. I said, forget all that. Let me just take my chances. And I took my chances, and I struck out. You know what I'm saying? But y'all see what it is, though. Y'all see what it is. It ain't no lying. Y'all see what it is. So, you know. But, hey, once again, it was on me. It was on me. I still lost the fight. I took the chance, and, you know, hey, champions take chances, and chances make champions. And it is what it is, you know. But I'm still living. I'm happy. I mean, hey, you win some, you lose some. We fall down, but we get up. So I'll be fighting again November 7th. Roll back to the straps at K9 Boxing. Or just 4 fights, like I say, 40 wins, I'll call it a career. But if I get to looking real good, if I get to going looking real good, even though the wifey said, you know what I'm saying, no, I don't know if I'm going at them boys. I'm going at them because the junior middleweight division, I think, is wide open. I think anybody can get it. Hot potato, hot potato. That video is coming up next, real soon, talking about the junior middleweight division, on how the belt going from one person to the next person. Hot potato, hot potato. For real, yeah. And I love that division. That's my favorite division, of course, because I won 2 world titles in that division, the junior middleweight division. That's my favorite division. But the hottest division is 130, 135. Oh, my goodness. Gervonta Davis, Devin Haney, Lomachenko, Vasily Lomachenko, Lopez. Who am I missing? Come on, help me out, y'all. Who am I missing? I'm missing what? Who am I missing? Manny Pac. No, I'm about to say Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao used to fight down there. Manny Pacquiao, he done moved all the way up. Remember that? All the way up. Yeah. Excuse me, yeah. Yeah, but I think I'm going to call it a night, y'all. Hey, Champ got to get his rest, man. I just wanted to, kick it with y'all, go live. I ain't went live in a nice minute. So I just wanted to go live, man, and, interact with my peoples. Whether they boxing fans or just my homeboys, road dogs, cousins, or whatever. I just wanted to kick it with y'all and, talk the real about boxing. It's always good to get knowledge and wisdom from somebody that actually did it on a high level, and that's humble. That's right. Yeah, it's wide open. I'm telling you, it's wide open. And I'm telling you, after a couple of fights, don't be surprised. You know what I'm saying? Don't be surprised if you see me back out there. I actually talked to the president of the IBF too, and they already told me they with me. So all I got to do is just show them I still got it, and I can get rated immediately. And be back at the top immediately. Trust me. That's right. Trust me. At 154. So don't be surprised, y'all. If God say it's on, it's on. You know what I mean? Trust me. Michael Clark. Right. Shakur. Oh, yeah, there we go. Shakur Stevenson. All right, that's right. Hey, Big Red, Big Chris. Shakur Stevenson. I did forget about him. That boy a beast. He probably the best one in that division. Shakur Stevenson, that boy a beast. Trust me, he's a beast. For real, for real. Yes, indeed. Yeah, Teofimo, hey, listen, Teofimo Lopez gets my Throwback Fighter of the Year award because he's not just barking and he ain't just talking about who he want to fight. You got a lot of these guys talking about who they want to fight. Gary Russell, I almost forgot about Gary Russell. Go watch that video though. Go watch that video. That video fire. Yeah, I got a couple of videos talking about the best welterweights. The best junior middleweights is coming up, and the 130-pound division. I mean, I got some fire videos. I believe, and I'm not just saying it because of me. And I thank my God for my editor. I don't know what you call it, the producer, the director, everything that my wife helps me do on the channel. I really thank God for her because I wouldn't be able to bubble with this channel. You know what I mean? If it wasn't, for her, if God didn't help her to be in my life, like we a team, like. The best manager I ever had in my life has been my wife. She has really been in my corner. I remember when Oscar De La Hoya, when Golden Boy actually flew me out first class, me and my wife and our kids flew us out first class to talk to me. And I'm thinking I'm about to get the fight with Canelo. And man, they told me you got a chance. We got three people you can fight. We're going to give you $350,000. I got $350,000 for that. That's right, $350,000 to fight either Ishe Smith in Detroit. I could fight against Magulu and somewhere else, or I could fight against James Kirkland somewhere else. So they already knew that I was going to take that Ishe Smith fight because he seemed to be the lesser of the opposition when it comes to the danger. And I felt, and it was going to be in Detroit. But the reason why Oscar and them gave me that fight or put that fight in my face and at my hometown is because they wanted to please Floyd Mayweather. Because Floyd Mayweather was had his own promotional license, but he wasn't promoting himself. Oscar De La Hoya was promoting him. See what I'm saying? So they told him, they probably sensed that he was going to eventually get out here on his own and do his own thing, which he ended up doing. They said, we going to give you a title. We got somebody for your guy to fight. And they said, who? They said, Ishe Smith. And K9 going to fight Ishe Smith. So they went to him with that good news, and they bought them more time, and Floyd did another fight with them. You know what I mean? So, it's a dirty game, man. It is a dirty game. And it's best to keep God first and get with a good team. Get with somebody that really knows boxing, because it's really cutthroat. I mean, I done been through everything. I done been through some of everything. I done signed with Don King, Golden Boy, Al Heyman wanted to sign me. Mayweather Promotions wanted to sign me. Rock Nation, Jay-Z and them wanted to sign me. 50 Cent called me, wanted to sign me. We done had plenty of conversations on the phone. I mean, Jay Prince. I mean, who? oh yeah, Birdman. That's right, the rapper Birdman, Lil Wayne and them wanted to sign me. So I got a gang of experience. I'm one of the last Mohicans, that's right, out of the Crunk Gym that got a bunch of knowledge, a bunch of games. So when champs speak, y'all definitely need to listen. And I'm humble. You know what I'm saying? I'm straight to the point. I don't care about being no celebrity, or I ain't no celebrity. I'm just K9. I breathe, sleep, walk, wake up, you know what I'm saying, bleed just like you do, I do, they do. We all the same. We all the same game. So these people that's walking on water like Jesus or think they walking on water like Jesus, they need to quit. These guys done lost their mind. I ain't gonna say no names, but man, all that bragging and always mad. You rich? Why you always mad and you rich? I mean, I thought that was like the ultimate goal is to make money, to get rich. I mean, on earth. And the main thing is to get to heaven. But on earth, I mean, I don't think it get too much better than being rich or making money. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look at it. That's my take on everything at K9 Boxing. Like I say, I appreciate y'all. Oh yeah, Spence Garcia. That's gonna be a great fight. The crazy part is that Errol Spence. I was looking at BoxingScene.com, and they were saying, his trainer was saying he was about to get ready to spar. I mean, yesterday or today, his first sparring session was gonna be today or either yesterday. And you fighting in November and you just now sparring? I don't know about that. If I had to bet on who would win, I would hate to say it because I like Errol Spence, but when you have been in a car accident and you almost lost your life and lost all your teeth and ain't sparred yet, you don't know what's gonna happen. You could get hit in the mouth, man, and your teeth could fall back out. You know what I mean? You can get to doing and shaking like the Rosario did in that fight. I mean, I think that's a dangerous fight. I think if it was me, I would have took an easier fight coming back. I take my hat off to Errol Spence, and he's definitely the truth because he's getting in the ring with a great fighter, and he's even more of a great fighter because he's finna fight you at a time when like I said, you coming off an injury. So I take my hat off to you from having a car crash, almost losing your life, and you step into the plate and you fighting against Danny Garcia. Man, listen, I salute you big time. And just because I feel like that Danny Garcia is going to win that fight or got a good chance to win that fight, because even if he don't win that fight, I feel like it can really damage Errol Spence's career, even if he wins, especially if it's a hard fight, because, that right there, getting all your teeth knocked out or all your teeth leaving your mouth because of a car crash, that ain't no joke, man. That take a lot out you. Man, you know what I'm saying? His rehabilitation, you know how hard it probably was for him to even talk again? Because if you get new teeth, your mouth gonna be you're gonna talk, slurry a little bit. So he had to learn how to talk again, regular and everything. And he couldn't have no contact for a minute. You know what I mean? So finally, and you can spar all you want to with them 16-ounce gloves on and hair gear. We talk about when he fight, he gonna be fighting in tens. or either eights with no headgear. I'm talking about against a real world champion and a guy who has one of the greatest left hooks in the boxing game right now, who put Amir Khan to sleep. Hashtag night. So I take my hat up to him. I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think he can win a fight. I just think that in a fight like this, it's gonna take so much. It's gonna take so much out of him that if he was to get past it, I would definitely, if I was a betting man, put my money on Errol Spence. Put my money on Terrence Crawford. They fought just because of the accident. Just because of the accident, I believe it took a lot out of his career, and it is what it is, man. Hey, no shade. Like I say, I ain't hating. I'm just keeping it 100 at K9 Boxing. Yeah, God bless, youngin. Young gun. Oh, I see you. Hey, Marcel, you must have hit the notifications. Everybody that's on here right now, live, maybe except a couple of people who I told that, I was going to go live, probably had done hit the notifications. And I appreciate y'all, man. When I post something, I appreciate y'all when y'all go on there and y'all push likes and y'all comment. I thank y'all for that, man. Keep doing that. We all we got. Share the video, man. Share my videos if you can, because I'm trying to bubble like y'all, This is what I do. 24/7, you know what I'm saying? I'm in boxing. This is my life. My job is boxing, take care of my family, and praising God. That's my life, y'all. But would you fight a southpaw? Of course I'll fight a southpaw. Huh? Would you fight a southpaw? Yes, I do. So how would you fight a southpaw? My bad. Hey, look. Well, southpaws are really open for left hooks. Throw the right hand, come back with the hook. Or step over to the left and throw the overhand right. And then if you don't, and then come back with the hook if he ain't out of there. Go watch when I fought Corey Spinks. It's on my YouTube channel. It's on this channel, K9 Boxing. The overhand right is how you fight against a southpaw. Or when they jab, you block the jab with your front hand, which is your lead hand. If you're an orthodox fighter, your left hand, and come back with a jab. Or throw the hook over the jab. When they jab, throw the hook over the jab. And you ain't necessarily got to keep your feet on the outside of their foot. You ain't necessarily got to do that. You can if you want to, but just because they southpaw don't mean you got to fight them too much different. And if they throw the left hand, just slip and come back with the right, bring the hook back. That's how I would fight a southpaw. I am the southpaw killer because I lost my first fight to a southpaw. And from there on out, I mastered them. One thing about me is I learn fast. Put my hand in that fire, it burned. I'm never going to do that again. Lost to a southpaw and will never lose to a southpaw ever again at K9 Boxing. So, so wait, I'm trying to see. Excuse me, y'all, man. I want to catch no cold. Liver right there, too. Yeah, went to, yes, sir. I went to, you went to who? High school? Oh, you went to high school with my son? Okay. That's good. That's good. Hey, you went to school with my son? Listen, boy, he used to look up to me, right? Because I was taller than him, but now he's taller than me. So now I look up to him. You get it? But he still look up to me, even though I'm shorter. I appreciate you, though, man. Thank you for following the channel, man. You know what I mean? And supporting the channel. You know what I'm saying? Lil K9 is on the rise, bro. If you want to come and get that work with Lil K9 and be trained by one of the best, whether it's him or me, come to the gym. Come to the gym or DM me on Instagram at K9 Boxing. I'm on Instagram, y'all, too, at K9 Boxing. So check me out at K9 Boxing on Instagram, Twitter. You know what I mean? And one thing about me, current champ, former champ, reigning champ, I'm going to respond back, man. I always got time for real people. That's right, real people. White, black, yellow, green, real people. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Yes, I did train with Gerald McCullen. Gerald McCullen used to walk around, man, like he was mad, man. Man, I was scared to speak to him when I was a little kid. Well, I didn't actually train with him. I actually saw him train. I was actually at the gym because Crunks was actually down the street. It was actually down the street from where I stayed at. So I'm an original Crunk fighter. I stayed down the street from Crunks. Yeah, so I used to see Tommy Hearns and all of them in their prime. I mean, sparring, I mean, Jerry McCullough was mean, man. He was a mean machine, boy. He wasn't playing. And that boy had one of the best left hooks to the body in the world. I'm going to do a video on Jerry McCullough. Yes. We're going to do a video on Jerry McCullough. SB, Shawana Bundrage, K9 Bundrage. So we got a podcast too, y'all. This Sunday we got a podcast. I'm trying to think of the name. If y'all got a good name y'all could come up with, leave a comment and tell me that good name, and we probably use that name and give you some credit. I'm saying some credit. Definitely. So if you got a good name, I'm trying to think of a name that me and my wife can come up with for our podcast. Huh? Yeah. Oh, SB, you said the handsome man, my champ for life. That's right. What up, though, Woody, huh? Again, we donate. Hey, okay, oh, yeah, you definitely can donate the Cash App. I need somebody to donate the Cash App so this channel can really grow. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, I know. I see my cousin. Hey, Earl, what's up, Earl? You trained me at your house. Huh? You said what now? Oh, yeah, you trained me at your house. Oh, I trained you at my house, boy. Don't tell nobody where I stay at, boy. Hey, listen, we definitely, whenever you want to train again, let me know. But yeah, it's starting to get cold, so we're going to have to go inside, bro. We're going to have to go, and I'm talking about not inside my house, but inside the gym. Yes, we got to go inside the gym, man. It's starting to get cold, boy. Best around and catch. You know you can't catch a cold nowadays. They gonna think you got that corona stuff. So you can't. Do not catch a cold, boy. You catch a cold, they gonna think you got that thing, boy. You hear me? And I ain't got that thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying my best to not sniff as much because you know I'm kind of almost coming down with a cold. So I'm trying to sniff that much. I'm trying not to cough or none of that because I don't want y'all to say, oh, man, K9 got that thing. You might want to train with me and be like, no, K9, no. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm good, y'all. Healthy. That's right. I'm healthy as a 19-year-old. I'm healthy as little K9. And that boy has been training hard. I knew once he graduated, it was going to show if he wanted to be a boxer or not. Ever since he graduated, the young man is running 5 miles a day. Sometimes 9 miles, 11 miles, 10 miles. I'm so proud of him. He done did 2 things that I'm happy he did. One thing I'm super happy he did is he did something I didn't do. My son graduated. I didn't graduate. So I'm living through him as far as him graduating. Now, I wanted my son to be a basketball player, but he wanted to be like his dad, so he chose boxing. Or maybe he just loved boxing at the same time. But I wanted him to actually be a basketball player. And when I asked God for my wife, I asked my God for my wife to be taller than me, and my wife is taller than me, you know what I'm saying? Because I wanted a son to be taller than me, right? Because, I wanted him to live out my fantasy, and that's going to the NBA. I probably could have went to the NBA, you know, at 5'7", 5'6", 5'7", 5'8", I might be 5'9", right? I probably could have went to the league, but I don't feel like I would have been dominant. Whatever sport I was going to be in, I wanted to be able to dominate. So would I dominate? Would I be a dominant in the NBA? No, because I'm already going to pass it to the center. I'm going to always be a passer. You know what I'm saying? I will get the credit. You know, I might have made money, but it's not just about money when it comes to me. I done turned down $1.2 million because the situation wasn't right. So it ain't just about money with me. Whatever sport I decided to be in, I want to be dominant. And ain't no more dominant sport than one-on-one. That's right, combat. Whether it's UFC or boxing, I knew that I could be dominant like Mike Tyson in boxing. That's why I decided to be a boxer and not a basketball player. But I wanted Lil K9 to be a basketball player. He chose boxing, so got to go all out now. I'm going to spend stacks on him, thousands on him. So he has to be a boxer. Ain't no going back now. He ain't about to work at no Burger King forever or no McDonald's. He going to be a boxer because that's what he chose. No, you were sneezing while you were training me. I was sneezing while I was training you. Hey, well, guess what? I took the corona test because I commentated at Crunks, right? And it's negative, right? And my son, I got a little newborn son, that's right. So my newborn son that I got right here, guess what? Can't have corona around him because then, you know, it's not good for his health or my wife's health. You know what I'm saying? So we good. I could have been Steph Curry. Then what? I say Isaiah Thomas. I can dribble that boy and no look pass. I could have did that. Now my wife could have been Steph Curry.
Better at basketball too. That's right.
That's right.
That's
Yeah.
right, Earl.
That's oh yeah, she is better at basketball than me. But yeah, go to my Cash App. Too much you want to you want to donate Cash App. The Cash App is the $ K9 Boxing. That's right. And I don't care if you donate 50 cents. I'ma take it. Absolutely. And she ain't better than me either. I'm the best in my house. And when I say whose house, I want y'all to say K9's house. Whose house? All right then. Y'all know what it is. Hey, what's up, Tez? You all right? Tez, what's up with you, boy? I see you in the gym Tuesday. Tuesday. So I train kids Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at Gold's Gym. Tuesdays at 7 p.m., Thursdays at 7 p.m., and on Sundays at 2 p.m. And I'm trying to work out my schedule for Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and probably even Saturdays. Yeah, so I'll let y'all know. Just hit me on the gram at K9 Boxing. DM me if you want your kids to train, or if you're trying to get in shape and trying to train. And Skeet, I see you getting in shape too, Skeet. Doing your thing, boy. For sure. That's right, Kay's house. That's right. That's right, Marcel. Boy, where you stay at there, Marcel? You done left, boy. You could have been champ of the world. Boy, you retired, what, 11-0 as a pro? Wow. I want you to knock these boys off, boy. I wanted to train you. You a southpaw too? Southpaw. That's right. Marcel Walker on here, y'all. He 11-0 as a pro. So we got pro fighters actually on YouTube with us right now. That boy a beast. Retired 11-0. And he should come back 6 foot. What? You 6'3", 6'4"? 6'3", 6'4", southpaw. Marcel Walker, beast. Yeah, for sure. Oh, Kevell. Well, Kevell, man, let me know when you're ready to train again, man. You done disappeared. You feel me? Come holler at your boy. Yep. So, yeah, Tez, that's right. We got to get that work in. I appreciate y'all, man. One love. God bless. And we going to do this again, what, a day or two? In a day or two, or maybe even tomorrow. But I got a video coming up, man. So y'all make sure y'all retweet, like, share at K9 Boxing. Good night, y'all. Yeah.